Come into the room, family. Come into the room. Let me know if my sound is okay. Give me a second. Come into the room, family. Come into the room. I am the H-Town vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Come into the room, family. Come into the room. We are glad that you are here. Betty Bob says that our sound is okay, and we appreciate you for that. Let's get started. As we said, I am the H-Town vet. I'd like to welcome you to this live stream. For those that are watching live and recorded, those that are participating in the chat, or those that are just sitting back and relaxing. Either way, we're glad that you're here. We show no favoritism. All are welcome and acknowledged. Come into the room. And we want to say, we're going to acknowledge the first person in the room tonight was Jay Oliver. Thank you, Jay Oliver. My brother says, good evening, H-Town and the family. Say sound is good. Let me know if there's problems. I haven't got the cord replaced yet. So keep me posted. Betty Bob says, H-Town, good evening. Hope you had an amazing weekend. I did. It was cool. It was all good. Hope you the same. It said hello to Jay Oliver. Jay Oliver said hello, Betty, and the sound is good. So we're gonna get into it, family. And we thank you for being here. We thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. And one thing in particular we want to thank you for is helping us get into that 2,000 subscriber mark. This is very important. Let me say why. Because most, as I've said in the past, most YouTubers only a little over 8% ever even make it to 1,000. And we made it to 2,000 and counting. And yes, indeed, we're about to get to it, sister. I'm glad you asked. H-Town, what is the topic tonight? Oh, I'm going to answer it in a few seconds. Come on in, family. Y'all active in here. But our goal, we just made 2,000, right? And we're actually, right now, since we've reached that goal, we're currently at 2,109. So we've actually, since we reached our first goal of 2,000, we're steady growing. Our new goal is 5,000. Family, do y'all think we can reach 5,000 before the year out? Can we do that? That's a hardy goal. Well, now let's give it what? How long we want to give it? Let's say 6 months. But if we can do it before the year out, that'll be good too. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. And we want to thank you for joining us, for being here, for supporting us. We appreciate that. And Betty Bob say congratulations. Now, let's get on topic. First, we got to acknowledge our sister. When y'all come in, we will talk, acknowledge people when we go into the information. Our sister Cynthia Morales says, hello, H-Town. Hello, Cynthia. Sister Cynthia, thank God for you. And the topic for tonight is Topic for tonight, we're going to deal with the fact, do our veteran benefits cause other people to be somewhat envious or resentful of us? All right. And do they feel like it gives us an unfair advantage? Let's talk about it tonight. We got 7 likes and 11 watching. Smash that like button if it's informative. Now, these could be, for example, the educational benefits that come to veterans and their dependents, the fact that we get passive income, right? We don't have to work to get this income, and other people do. I've heard people make comments about that. The fact that we are a protected status, the health care benefits that are given to veterans and their dependents, even though we don't always agree with the quality of the health care, and other state benefits. All right? It could be your neighbors, your coworkers, family members, even VA employees that have to work and you don't. Even people such as VSOs and other people that help you get your benefits, but they may not qualify. Could that influence how they help you? Let's talk tonight. So we're going to deal with certain issues that tend to cause resentment, bones of contention, resentment from other people that I've experienced. Just us having the legal status of a disabled veteran, that's not something that we chose. That's something that we identified as a certain legal status based on our medical condition. All right. The tax-free passive income, comprehensive educational training for veterans and their dependents, health care for veterans and their dependents, state benefits exclusive to disabled veterans. And then we're going to talk about who are the haters. And you're going to be very surprised on one of the worst haters. You're not going to be able to pick it, I don't think, but I'm going to give you a chance to. The worst haters on veterans, their dependents, and the benefits that they get. Let's talk about it. Now, the question is, as our sister asked, what's the question? I think it should be does. I just went on to put do. Do the benefits disabled veterans receive cause others to be envious? And when we get through, we're going to ask, you can give your opinion right now if you want to. And later on, we're going to have the same slide up and ask, did we answer the question? But right now, I want you to give your opinion. Do you think most of the time people not really concerned about what veterans doing? What's your opinion? Put a Y for yes, or put the word yes if you feel that our benefits cause other people to be envious. Like you say, well, how did you pay for that? Or, boy, did your property tax go up? I don't pay property tax. Do you think that causes some kind of resentment from others toward veterans? Yes or no? Let us know. Our brother Dennis says yes. Thank you. Everybody show brother Dennis love. Y'all tell me. Betty say yes. Now remember, envy is the first sin in the Bible. Big Time Adventure says yes. Okay. Envy is the first sin in the Bible. You say, hold on. What about Adam and Eve breaking God's law? No. It started off in heaven when Satan said, I will exalt myself above the Almighty. And he got thrown out of heaven with a third of the angels. God had heaven and Satan wanted it. Now, am I lying about what the scriptures say, whether you believe it or not? But that's what it says. You understand? He was third in charge. He was chief of the heavenly choir, but he wanted it all. Huh? Sometimes it ain't enough for people to be in a good position. They want what you got or don't want you to have it. I'm just being real now. Can we talk turkey? Now he say only, okay, so they speaking to our brother. I miss Jay Oliver says, only when it is brought to the forefront by media or politics. They tend to do that. They kind of put us on blast. Yes, indeed. Now, family, we're going to deal with it. Now, the first big issue that it's a legal status. Why is that important? Because being a disabled veteran is a legal status. It's not just something you get benefits from. It also protects you in other ways. And not also, when you get that claim approved, it can affect people because you're getting something that others may not be getting. Family members may be happy for you, they may not be. And sometimes this is dictated on whether they're going to benefit from your benefits. They're going to get any cut. All right? What you got on my 40 is what they say. Now, neighbors and haters, yeah, they're going to be hating. But if you're out there running your mouth, you can put yourself in a very bad bind. Now, I have to say that Comeback Craig covered this topic. Okay? Now, I want to, things that I learned from him, because I don't want people to forget our brother, because he did cover this topic of watch what you tell people, because this is what I've always said, and I appreciated him. He was the first said on social media that I know of. Be careful what you tell people, your neighbors. They can be jealous. They might say, I want a man like yours. They might really want your man. I want a house like yours. They might want your house. Been there. Now, veterans are mostly forgotten otherwise. Okay. Yeah, unless they come up in unless we cross other people's paths in one way or another, or we draw attention. But veterans tend not to be attention seekers. How y'all feel about that? Now, many times veterans don't feel comfortable around a lot of other people anyway. So we not out there flossing. I don't think veterans go around bragging as a group. Don't brag. I got this and you don't have it. I don't think so. That's not a common thing. Now, many times, do you feel that these benefits or just being a disabled veteran altogether isolates us from others to an extent? Number 2, the passive income. Now, when it comes to passive income, that means you didn't have to go to a job to earn it. You earned it because they're compensating you for an injury or condition or something that happened while you were in service. All right? Let's talk about passive income, meaning you don't have to work for it. Now, it is compensation because they're compensating you for it. You can have other jobs. You don't have to, like I said, other jobs. You can have jobs in most situations, but you can have other sources of income. They can't offset it because of this unless you're retired 40% or less from the military. We've talked about that. Now, it's compensating you like you was in a car accident. Now, here are the compensation rates currently. Okay? You can get from 10% to 100% in 10% increments. And they don't compensate for 0% ratings, even though you are service connected at 0%. And on top of that, it's a nice piece of change. And you get more for dependents, of course, but that was for veteran only. And it's tax-free income. Do not claim this on your taxes. I've told hard-headed people, accountants are all over YouTube, telling people veterans to stop claiming it because they're going to think you hid money and they're going to tax you based on this income. You all of a sudden say, I got this here. That's not on your taxes. No. You don't claim it as income. They're going to say you was hiding this here. Now you're going to owe more debt. Thinking you're smart. And I know a veteran who did it. Several. Because I told them to do one thing, so they did the other thing and got all messed up. Huh? Because they ain't gonna listen to H-Town. Now, number 3, other things that cause people to have problems with it is the educational systems. Not just for the veteran. They got several educational programs for veterans. That's one of the reasons that many people went into the military. Why did you go in? What was one of the main reasons you went in to the military? Was it a draft? Was it because of educational benefits? Put an educational emoji in the chat or put the word education in the chat. Did you go in for the income? I say education and income or job, whatever you want to say. Those were my main 2 reasons for going in the military. What were yours? Let us know. What was your main reasons for joining the military? Now, and they also have veterans readiness and employment, which is like it's like a training program where you can go in and you can get this information, and they help you. You can get what you need to train for a career. You got to be at least 10%, and you got to be real careful because let's say you already at 100% or you totally disabled in some way. They have been known to use it to reduce veterans. Not that they always do it now. So he went in for job and training. That's why he went into the military. If your spouse went in, let us know why your spouse went in if they ever told you. He say draft, went kicking and squalling. Let me tell you something. One of my Vietnam veteran, we was cool. Look, I gotta stop everything because this means so much to me. Let me say this to you. Whenever I see Bionic Woman, Alaskan Ice, our brother come back in, Dennis Sitter, it means a lot. Everybody show love to Alaskan Ice. Thank God for her and the contribution and information that she gives. Now, I forgot what I was saying. Why did you join the military? H-Town vet. So that's what we're asking here tonight. I went in for the education because I wanted money for college and the income because I was laid off from my job. So why did y'all go into the military? Family, have y'all noticed how the environment is getting peaceful? Y'all notice how everything going smoothly? People showing up that's been subscribed for a long time, huh? Like big time, but hadn't come up. Now they come up. Okay. Money for college. Same here. Money for college and money in my pocket. Well, why did you join the military, family? Let us know. Income and training. Okay. Training. Let us continue. Anybody here ever use Voc Rehab? Veteran Readiness and Employment. Put a VRE for veteran VAR. If you've ever used Voc Rehab, because this is one of the things that gives us an advantage. And another one I forgot to mention are the veteran points. The federal points toward a job. That too. Who've ever used it? Betty's used it. I think I got hiccups. Now, let us continue, family. Now, also, there are educational benefits for your children, your spouse, stepchildren that's going to college in the ages between 18 and 23. However, you can use these for your children for private school, from what I remember when I was looking into years ago. But you may, if you do that for private school before they turn 18, the problem is you won't have the benefit if they need it for college. So that's something to think about, okay? and they have to fill out a school verification form. And here are some of the current rates for 2025. If you're going full-time, $1,536. All the way down to halftime, $890. And this is tax-free money. Now, here's the issue. Okay, so not only you getting tax-free money, your dependents are getting tax-free money. Here's the issue. I didn't like at the school. Are you listening to me? Let's talk about this jealousy or envy. And I'm not saying the people were envious. When we were at the school, when I was at the school, my daughter, when she first, was started at her university. Oh man, I got to come up with this. Kind of hit me. The people that was talking about financial aid, anybody in here that are under Chapter 35 and Hazelwood Act, which these two programs basically pay. One, the Texas benefit, Hazelwood Act, pay for almost all fees, tuitions, and everything other than room and board and student service fee. And what wasn't covered with that was covered by Chapter 35 at the federal level. And when they mentioned that and start talking, I'm like, oh, this is kind of uncomfortable because there are people in here that don't have that for their children. And I thought that was kind of awkward. They shouldn't have done it in the same place because I don't want my daughter to have that type of friction because she wasn't big about talking about that to other students because she didn't want to make them feel bad. And I'm not saying she should have to apologize, but only people she could really talk to were other dependents of 100% permanent total veterans who had the benefit. They would share information on how to help each other. Some people might be cool. We got 14 likes and 13 watching. Family, MG Smith, H-Town, good evening, and family. Now, y'all know how amazing it is. I could just pull up the chat almost verbatim, and I don't have to worry about me putting crazy stuff on the screen. Thank y'all. Now, let us continue. We're talking about this tonight. Remember, all programs, including educational program, have a time limit when it comes to your dependents, and some of them when it comes to you, educational programs. So you need to make sure you know what the time limits are for those educational funds, so even healthcare funds, so your children and spouse don't lose them. Well, that Chapter 35, they'll qualify for certain things for a long time. Well, the healthcare, when they turn 65 or so, they may not qualify for Champ VA anymore. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, we got our brother, everybody showing love up in here. Now, the next one is the healthcare benefits that we get. We got our brother Charleston, evening shipmates, H-Town, and the family. He included everybody. We so glad you're here, brother Charleston. You my backbone, brother. God dog. Now, number 4, healthcare. Number 4, healthcare. Now, the benefits of healthcare, you go into other videos that we have, you'll see more information. We're just overviewing the things that other people kind of have problems with, we have, and that they may not have. Healthcare benefits. A lot of people can't go get healthcare for free. Even veterans that don't qualify. When I didn't qualify, I went up there and got it. They just gave me a copay, and eventually all that got wiped away when I became disabled. And I'm gonna tell you what really bugs them. Not just that many of us get free healthcare for our service-connected disability, or if we have 50% disabled percentage rating, all our healthcare is covered other than dental. Come on, let's talk about it. They say, whoa, who in here, your spouse or family member was shocked if they went up there with you and that you get paid. Back in the day, you used to give us cash. They get shocked when they see that you get paid for coming to your appointment. The first thing they're going to say, My doctor charged me to come to the appointment. They don't give me a travel pay. I pay a copay. Now, do y'all understand why people would think like this? Or do you think this is something that should be irrelevant to them because they did not serve in what we're doing? You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that? MG Smith, they hollering at each other. I mean speaking. We call hollering. Now, community care. If you're currently using community care within the last year, put CC in the chat. If you've used community care in the last year or currently using it, put CC in the chat. H-Town has. And that could be for medical, dental. Can you go out there for mental health? Somebody tell me if you can go out there for mental health. So listen, MG Smith say CC, community care. Alaska Night say community care. Jay Oliver say community care. Now listen to what Jay Oliver say. My neighbors stare at my Uber health drive. You know, I forgot to mention that. I want to mention that. Is the vehicle labeled different? Why do you think they stare? Do they ever ask you questions about who paid for that? Or that must, you know, they're gonna do a leading one. That must cost you a lot. You know, I stopped working when I was what? Okay. Ooh, 15 years ago. So I was about 41 or 42. One guy just walked up to me when I was working in my yard. So how can you make it? You must not save any money at home all day. I mean, what? What is that all about? Of course, I don't answer. Now, clothing allowance. If you receive a clothing allowance, put a clothing emoji in the chat. So yes, okay, yes. Put something that say clothes, or put the word clothes in the chat if you receive a clothing allowance. You can work from home, okay. But if you receive, okay, thank you, Sister Betty Bye. If you receive a clothing allowance, put clothes in the chat. All right, so Betty, Alaskan Ice receives one, okay. Now, did we ever get to the bottom of this, Alaskan Ice? Since you receive a clothing allowance, let me know this, okay? I really want to know this. Somebody said if you got two different injuries, you can get more than one clothing allowance. Two service-connected injuries that cause damage to your clothing. Is that true? Jay Oliver receives it. If I've heard that, but I wasn't able to get the information on it. Or the max you can get, regardless of how many disabilities you got, the max that you can get is one clothing allowance. You may not know, depending on how many you search for. Okay. Oh, so that's confirmed. Alaskan Night say, yes, you can get more than one. Can you do me a favor when you're not busy, no rush? Get me some information on that, sister, about being able to get more than one clothing allowance so we can cover that when we do this video. We never got to do this live, and I didn't want to do it until I got that issue addressed. Now, Jay Oliver say medications more than one. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is how it's getting tricky. So if you got more than one medication that damage your clothing, you can get more than one clothing allowance. What if you have 4 medications? Can you get 4 clothing allowance? Or do they have to all be connected to a different disability? Let us know. Now let's break that down for me, because I want to be able to teach. You need to teach me so I can teach us. Alaskan Ice say, if you have 2 knee braces that ruin your clothing and a cream, that is 3. Each knee brace, each cream. I think you answered my question already, sister. See, family, we getting this thing done, and we getting it done right. You say, why are you talking about benefits? Because these are the things that cause not resentment. Now, here we go, family. I need you to be honest. I want everybody to participate on this. Don't hide out. Don't run out the room now. I want you to be honest, family. Have you had an eye exam in the last 2 years? Was it in the last year? Either put 2 years, 1 year, or more than that. Let us know. I had one when I got these glasses, what, about 6-8 months ago? So I got, when last time you had an eye exam, this is very important, family. We need y'all to do that. Betty says, do you have to be a certain percentage to get a clothing allowance? No, I think it has to be a service-connected disability. I really want to know, fam. Don't lie to me, because y'all vision is very important for y'all to make it and for us to participate to make sure you straight. Because remember, my brother, my OB, he has serious vision problem, and some of you do too. Alaska Knight say the clothing allowance pay rate for 2025 is estimated to be $968.52 per year, according to one source, while another source states it to be it is set to be $1,024.50. And I'm assuming this is tax-free money as far as the clothing allowance, right? Because it's based on your compensation. Let us know that. Veterans may receive additional payments based on specific qualifying conditions. Well, that answers my question. Oh, this is a blessing. Thank God for you. See, y'all been busy. That's why some of y'all ain't see a lot of y'all. Let us know what's going on. We talking about you tonight. And why you trying to get your health, other people counting your money. Wondering why you got that and I ain't got that. Alaskan, I say eye exam community care a week ago. Shit me up. I was like, when she came in, I said, where you been? What you been doing? I almost got jealous, family. Like, where you been? I'm so glad our sister's here. But I'm glad that y'all keeping your health up. Now, MG Smith say 6 months ago. Okay, that's not bad. Because you're supposed to do it every 2 years, get an eye exam, right? Now, how often can you get your glasses a new prescription for your glasses? Now, these glasses was the first time that the glasses you see on the screen right now were the type that I used to have. Okay. And now I got these, I got these now and I love them. J. Oliver say clothing allowance. J. Oliver says clothing allowance has to be for a service-connected disability. So you can have a service-connected disability that requires 2 braces and you'll get a clothing allowance for each one. And if you have a cream for another condition, you can get a clothing allowance for that too. Okay, now, so listen, Charles say tomorrow I have an eye exam. Had one 3 months ago, got 2 pair of glasses in 2024. How you get 2 pair of glasses, homie? Hold on, man. Is that some Navy thing? Sailors get special treatment? You've been hanging around that Sean Ryan guy. Well, y'all Navy members or something else. Now, Betty Bob say, for vision through community care, I can go to the community care doctor anytime. I want to do that. So mine, the last time he had one, J. Oliver, was 10/24. Now, I don't know what 10/24.50. I don't know what that is. Let me know what that is. I thought it would be a date. J. Oliver, my eye exams are yearly. Should we go yearly or should we wait the 2 years like they say? He say, yes, Sailor needs sharp eyes and hearing. I hear you. How you get 2 pair of glasses? I'm feeling some kind of way. Alaskan Ice, get to the bottom of it. Let me know how I can get 2 pair of glasses. I shouldn't be competing with my brother, but I'm a little jealous there. Look, envious, the topic of the night. Now, Alaskan Ice says the process begins with the completion of VA form. Now, listen to this. This is for clothing allowance. 10-8678. Application for annual clothing allowance. This only needs to be completed annually if the benefit claim has changed from previous year. And I think you go up to orthopedics here in Houston, the Houston VA, orthopedics, right, Sister Alaskan Ice? Now, see, we get back to what we had, family. I'm telling you, I know what the deal is. This is how we used to chop it up. Now, Alaskan Ice says veterans must provide information about their service-connected disability, the specific prosthetic or orthopedic device they use, or the skin medication prescribed for these conditions. Now, listen, you told me something before about this clothing allowance situation, y'all. That if the cream has to be on a list, is this correct? If the cream, even though you may have a service-connected disability, and that you have a cream that your doctor gave you, if that cream for your service-connected disability that damages your clothing is not on the list, you won't get the clothing allowance. Is that true? Yes for cream. Okay, yes for cream, not for the braces. Now, J. Oliver confirming that clothing allowance is $1,024.50. Oh, okay, you was confirming that. We have 16 likes and 11 watching. So thank y'all, because y'all keep me on my toes over here. You understand? Now, dependent health care. Remember, the number one reason historically why people file bankruptcy is not for mismanaging their money, it's because of healthcare debt. So it's very important that we have a way to have things to help us, especially as disabled veterans or veterans in general, of course, with these situations. Now, listen, and they have programs for civilians also. Please look into them. We might discuss some of them here when we get information. Alaskan Ice says your prosthetic or orthopedic device damages your clothing. This is how you receive a clothing allowance. Or your skin medication causes damage to your, matter of fact, let me pull that up while we're looking at it. And I'll get back to the healthcare. I mean, yeah, the health. Get to it. All right, now let's see it like that. There we go. Now, the orthopedic the prosthetic or orthopedic device damages your clothing, or your skin medication causes damage to your outer clothing, like your pants or shirt, that can't be replaced, and this must be true. Okay, listen. Now, you need, let me pull this up over here. You need this device or skin medication because of an injury or illness related to your military service, called a service-connected condition or disability. Now, I'm gonna get to everybody. I'm about to get to you behind the corner. I'm gonna finish up what she's saying here. Now, listen what our sister Alaskan Ice goes on to provide us in the form of information. Auto allowance effective October the 1st, 2024. If you have a service-connected disability that prevents you from driving, we may pay you up to $26,000 toward a specialty equipment vehicle for you. Wow. What? Man, my Lord. Now let's see what our sister's saying up here. Sister Alaska, Sister Betty, I mean, not, I'm saying, hold on. Sister Bionic Woman says, good evening, Mr. H-Town and the veteran family. Welcome to all newcomers. Hope all is well. The fair state of Texas is in, the state fair. I'm sorry, it's kind of shaded. I was trying to keep that on the screen. Let me do it. I'm so sorry. So I have to do it where I can see the whole thing. The State Fair of Texas is in Dallas till October the 19th. Come and try our famous corn dogs. I got to come up there because I've never been. I want to go there. I've never been to the State Fair in Dallas, and I want to see Big Tex. Is Big Tex still there? And I want to go to Spring, Texas, where they got that, they do Oktoberfest. They call it German Fest, I think, up there instead of Oktoberfest. Family, we getting this thing done. Let me see what we got. I want to catch back up. Now we're going to get back to healthcare on dependence. Everybody showing love to Bionic Woman. Now, then I read that. That's a good thing to know, family. That's a lot of money. They almost paid for my friends to have buying them a new car, but the program fell through. I think it works in the form of a grant. Okay, Charleston saying something, and everybody saying hello to Bionic Woman. Now let's see what we got, family. Y'all see my family coming back in there? I gotta skip down for a minute. You see my family come back in here when there ain't no confusion up in here. People like to be in a peaceful environment. I ain't trying to put nobody on spot. You probably just been busy. But I just thank y'all because I need y'all here. Y'all are so important to me. Some of my best friends are veterans. Oh, boy, I sound like a hypocrite. Stop the cap, H-Town. Stop the cap. Now, last can I say, you'll need to submit your application on or before August the 1st, 2025 to get a clothing allowance for this year. So that means an upcoming year because it didn't already pass. Now, last night says, do I need to apply every year to get an annual payment? That's really good to know. If you receive a clothing allowance payment in 2022 or 2023, you no longer need to submit an application every year to continue to get an annual payment. That answers everything. And everybody show love to Crimson Alumni 4. God bless you. We're glad that you're here. You know, when I say God bless you, mean no disrespect. If you're atheist, whatever your spiritual beliefs, we're just glad that you're here. And they said, hey, y'all, so glad. It just means so much. Y'all don't know, it means so much to me. H-Town sensitive. Now, listen, let's talk about that dependent care and watch our videos on Champ VA and things like that. And everybody's speaking. Let's talk about it. Because we know it can be real expensive here in the state of Texas. Now, remember, they offer Champ VA. You have to be TDIU or 100% permanent and total. And they the healthcare cost in Texas is real expensive. And I know it's more expensive on other places. Remember, Champ VA is for dependents only. It's not for the veteran unless the veteran has a spouse. Oh, I didn't see Coasty. Oh, I was thinking about Coasty. Coasty, I was thinking about you when I saw TDIU. I didn't see you, Coasty. It ain't like nobody happy to see you or nothing. Huh? I got other friends, Coasty. Now, I ain't got that many, man. Let me on the ship, please. Let me on the yacht. Oh, Betty Bob say, good evening, Crimson. Coasty say, hello, H-Town and the family. And Jay Oliver says, hi. Now, Thomas says, sorry for being late to the party. Hello to all the sailors and the family. Yes, indeed. And they saying hi to Coasty and Thomas. To Crimson, everybody showing love. To Coasty, Thomas, Jay See, family, we can celebrate when it's less chicanery going on. And you may not catch it all the time. Some do, but that throws everything off. You don't want nobody disruptive in your house just a little bit. No, we want them up out the paint. Now, listen, the fourth highest in the nation. I forgot that. Texas is the fourth highest. Family cost for coverage in a year, $7,050. So you divide 7,000. How much is that a month? Well, maybe more than that, depending on if your children or if you or your spouse have special needs for health. Betty Bob says, H-Town, let's get back to the topic. I would like to know more information. Yeah, we on the topic. We here. This is the topic. Now, number 5 is veteran incentive programs by state. Okay? Now, veteran incentive program by states, this is another thing that gives us the advantage over non-veterans, veterans that has less than an honorable discharge. Depending on what state, you're going to get more benefits than others. Okay? So this is something you're going to have to really keep on the hush hush, because this is a direct effect on people that live in your neighborhood, people that live in your community, and people that live in your state, because they can really feel some kind of way about some of these benefits. And let us know what state you're currently living in. Just put the initials, or you can put the name. I'm currently in Texas and they offer benefits. If your state offer benefits, put your state in the chat if they offer benefits. Now let's see. So now here we go. File a dependency claim online. You can add or remove dependents online right now. File a claim to add or remove dependents. This is so important, family. Let's get something straight. If you don't have them as a dependent, they can't get the benefits. Okay? You have your children and you never added your spouse or your children, they can't get Chapter 35. They can't get health care benefits. They can't get state benefits. Do y'all understand how important this is? Betty Bob says she's in Maryland. Maryland, they offer benefits. Tennessee offer benefits. Now, Jay Oliver say, I had some updates pricing for premium dental for insurance. Now, anybody ever use Delta Dental? Coast is in Massachusetts. I'm sorry, I meant Massachusetts, bro. Now, Alaska Knight says, mail us a dependent claim form, fill out the application request to add or remove a dependent VA form 21-686C. Get the VA form 21-686C to download, then mail the completed form to us at this address. We want to know what state, because a lot of people tend to run to certain states. Now listen what Thompson say. He's saying hello to everybody. Thomas, okay, good job. Alaska Knight says Texas, and so is Thomas. A lot of us move to Texas because there's a lot of benefits here, but there are a lot in Pennsylvania and Virginia. It depends on what state you feel comfortable in. This is another thing that can cause contention between us and other people. And I thank y'all for answering the questions. We're going to stay on topic, but we're going to still talk about the other stuff we just covered, because y'all pulling up information. Now, if you're in Texas, you don't miss this video. And this would be good if you're not from Texas, to see all the benefits that they offer if you are a Texas veteran. Okay? 20 benefits. Now, I want to know about Delta Dental. Now, Community Care uses Delta Dental. I get the letter from TriWest saying how much they charged and how much was paid. I got one from them last week from Tri-West. See, y'all don't know. We got 17 people in here now. So we're going to keep it flowing. We're going to keep it flowing. But this is helping people. And y'all are doing an excellent job. Thank you, Betty Bobs. Thank you. She said 18 likes and 17 watching. Thank you. Now, listen what our sister saying. I got to pull up where I can see it. To add a dependent child, expand all. If you live outside the U.S., its base, or its territory, you will need to submit a copy of the child's birth certificate. Now that's heavy. Please get all your dependents on the form. This is very important. You see, if your child is adopted, you'll need to submit a copy of the final adoption decree, the placement agreement, and the child's revised birth certificate. My Lord, I didn't know they revised birth certificates. Did y'all know that? Did you know that? Did not know it. If you were married by common law, you'll need to submit copies of these documents, birth certificates for both parties married, common law marriage, for you and your spouse, children, 2 statements of marital relationship, VA form 21-4170. Who knew that? 1-1. That you complete, and one that your spouse completes gets the VA form 21-4170 to download 2 supporting statements regarding marriage. So I guess you got to get some people supporting a witness statements like VA form 21P-4171, complete by 2 different people with knowledge about your marriage. I guess your marriage. Now about the marriage, and get VA form 21P-4171 to download. Now, OM say we have great benefits here in Florida too. Now let me look. If you like the benefits in your state, put a Y in the chat. If you think they do a good job. If you think they lacking, put a thumbs up in the chat. If you got to do an emoji, you can do emoji, or thumb down if you don't like the benefits in your state. Let us know. If you like the benefits, and I like them. I'm in Florida. I'm in Texas. I'm so sorry. If you like the benefits of your state, put a Y in the chat. If you don't like them, you feel like you have to be too high a percentage. Overall, if you like them, let us know. Now I'm gonna read this while they're doing that. Jay Oliver say Delta Dental premium insurance for a PNT veteran and spouse is $40 per month each month. I need to get that. I didn't know that. So OM likes his benefits in his state. MG Smith liked the benefits in his state. H-Town here in Texas, I love my benefits. They set up higher what their state was, so you got to go look. I should have asked the question all at once. Thomas Ruthless say he like him. Now this is Brother Charles say no, because a lot of stuff you got to be 100% to get in his state. Even a veteran license plate, they're a little too extreme. Y'all need to get with your lawmakers. Betty Bob got a very interesting response. She don't know. She iffy, maybe not. Alaskan Ice is in Texas with us and say yes. Move to Texas, Charleston, and Betty Bob. Oh boy, am I campaigning? Now look, took 7 months to add my wife as a dependent. Do you hear me? Family, did you hear? Look, you got to understand something. You want to do that. You know why you want to do it? If you were to pass away, especially in Texas, they won't get the tax exemption if they're not a dependent. They won't get if they won't you get they get dependent status once you make 30%. And if you have a helpless child, a child that is can't take care of themselves, but they became disabled before the age 18, they have to do it before the age 18. They can get the benefits the rest of their life. Watch our video, dependent status. Oh, brother, in Massachusetts, brother Coasty say he don't like the benefits there. Y'all move that boat down to the Gulf of Mexico down there with us. I can't believe it took him 7 months, but they had to pay him back pay. Wow, listen, guess what you can do? Tell me if I'm wrong. While you know you're about to get married, submit an intent to file. Come on now, family. This is meant to stimulate conversation. We're going to stay on the topic, and I appreciate y'all keeping me on it. But we want to make sure we get interaction here. Jay Oliver say Louisiana is kind of shaky. The lawmakers tend to rob Peter to pay Paul. Yeah. How many of y'all governors have been in jail? Man, like 4 out of 5. The last back in the day, about 4 out of 5 of them. And they saying good evening here. Sorry, what happened with Sitter? Yeah, it took so long. That's not cool. But they got to give him the back pay for that. That's why you should submit an intent to file, and so it can go back to the date of the marriage. You don't want to wait until you get the license, because they're gonna say that's the day you submitted. And if you wait till after a year, they're gonna just take the date that you submitted it, huh? Now, listen to what our Alaskan Knight says. When should I add dependents to my VA disability benefits? This depends on whether you are in process of filing for disability compensation. If you haven't yet filed a claim for disability. Hold on, I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, I'm way down here. Okay. You haven't yet filed a claim for disability compensation. You will need a claim for additional compensation for a dependent at the same time as you file your original claim for disability compensation. I forgot that. You need to put all your dependents on there so that they can calculate the back pay for your dependent. You don't add your dependents afterward. They're gonna go back to when that dependent was born, and if they was your dependent during the whole award effective date time, they got to pay for all that. They got to give Champ VA for all that. They got to give Chapter 35 education benefits going back to that date. But if you didn't have them on there, you're gonna lose that money, or it'd be hard for you to get it later. Don't play. Thank you, sister, for saying that. If you receive a combined VA, a combined disability rating of at least 30%, will automatically consider your eligibility for additional compensation for dependent or dependents. Now listen, you can add a dependent if you get married, you have or adopt a child, your child is between the ages of 18 and 23 years old and enrolled in school full time. We determine that your child, who is at least 18 years old, became permanently disabled, that's helpless child, before turning 18, you become the caregiver for a parent whose income and net worth is below a certain amount. That's a dependent parent. Fam, come on now. Now let me get back up here and make sure I didn't miss nothing. I want to get to Brother Charlton. He say, Coasty, you don't pay property tax with that pleasure ball. You had, oh Lord, don't put him out there. The feds go get it. Now listen, years old. Hold on. I'm bit about it. It took the VA 2 years and 8 months to put my spouse on my VA benefits. I ain't never seen it been that long. What kind of mess is that? My Lord. I got the back pay that was in 2021. Dog, Betty Bops, I would have gave you a ride to the bank. You should let me. I wish I'd have known you back then. Now listen. OM says I submitted my paperwork to add my wife back in May, and they still haven't added her as my dependent. What's taking so long? Did they say they had all the paperwork they need, OM? Let us know. And everybody's saying hi. Coach said, LOL, Charles. Charles got jokes. 21 live. Oh, Lord. Family, y'all got me going here. 21 likes, and it should be likes, and 17 watching. Family, we got 20 watching now. Now, 21 watching. Family, I told y'all, if we can get the riffraff out the way and stay focused on what we're doing, we're going to do good, family. Now, listen, everybody can watch. That's why I say, if you can't handle chatting because you got some kind of problems where you want to keep stuff up, just sit back and listen. Don't get blocked because you don't know how to act, because then you won't better sit back and listen. Listen, you got to get that Finsta account. A bionic woman saying hi to everybody, and they speaking back to her. Now, family, let's get back to it. Yeah, so them state benefits are for dependents, and the federal benefits are for dependents. Now, here's another thing. If you have any marriages that didn't end in divorce, that's going to cause a problem. So you need to make sure you have all your past divorce decrees when you're adding your dependents. I know one brother, Vietnam veteran brother, he had 4 wives before the present one, so he had to go back and get divorces on the other ones because they told him they had a divorce. You better get that divorce decree, because the benefits are going to go to the legitimate wife, the one that has the earliest marriage certificate without a divorce decree, and it may not be the one you with. Come on now. Bionic woman say maybe the veteran should go in person to the VA to add their dependents on their benefits. You know, I've always said that, but I let people do what they want now. I already said it. But even then, it can be slow. But at least you got a stamped copy. Now, Betty Bob said hello. They're talking to each other. Okay. Now, watch our video on the 20 benefits you get, state benefits you get as a veteran. Some of them are for disabled veterans. Some are just for honorably discharged veterans and their dependents. Now, let's talk about that property tax. Property tax, who's stating here? We're going to find out if y'all do property tax exemption, okay? And how much is your property tax exemption? It depends. Here in Texas, the property tax exemption is what? It is a total property tax exemption if you're unemployable, which is a temporary 100%, TDIU permanent and total, or 100% permanent total, you get a total tax exemption. And you could probably get one for temporary 100%. I'm not for sure. Not for sure. But all the other ones, yes. Texas has good benefits for veterans. Yes, indeed. And we biased because we from Texas. And the local level have a lot of benefits. If you own land, listen to me. You may have a tax exemption on your house. I want you to listen to me. If you own rural land, go let them people in the county know you're a disabled veteran, and some of them will give you reductions on the land, even though, yes, they'll do things for you. Ask, how many wives can a veteran have with VA? Do they keep count? Well, they do it like this. Let's say you had 5 wives and you had 3 divorces. Well, let's say the one divorce, you divorced the first, second, and third one, but the fourth you didn't. For the VA, that's your wife. because there's no legal divorce, even though you came in with a marriage certificate for the fifth one. You understand? Let's say you never divorced any of them, or there's no proof that you divorced them. They going all the way back to that first one, and that's going to be the one that get all the benefits. Come on now. Whoever can have a marriage license that's not trumped or overruled by a divorce decree, a legitimate divorce decree, they get it all, even though you might be currently living with a woman. I've seen this happen to several veterans. Come on now. And guess what about that property tax exemption? In Texas, that spouse will be the one living in probably living in the house too. Or they would get the property tax exemption. And if they don't get to live in it, the property tax exemption will come off for the spouse that you live with because they're no longer the spouse. Ooh, it's messy. Handle your business or your business will handle you, in the words of my brother Jason. In Texas, veterans with a 100% VA rating or unemployability receive a property tax exemption, a total property tax exemption on their home. Now, other than that, they do it based on the appraised value. Other than that, they do give you a percentage reduction from 10% to 90%, but it didn't look like much to me. Now, this is what our sister say. Total exemptions are appraised property value. Okay, appraised property value. Okay. Thank you for making that clarification. Now, like here, and for being in Richmond where I live, you had a $400,000 house, you be paying about $743.34 a month. Now check this out. That's the property tax. That's about almost $9,000 a year. If you got a 100% rating, wipe all that away. Yeah, they're gonna get you in the home insurance and all the other HOAs. You're still gonna be paying something. But now let me ask you this here: would you, if your neighbors ask you, I want you to answer this here. If your neighbor, this is one of the biggest things that can cause animosity. Did your taxes go up? Or boy, they sure going up on the taxes. What you think of that? What do you say? Because they be coming around and be kind of talking to me about taxes. I don't know what to say to them because I don't pay no taxes. So it's an awkward conversation. What should I do, family, when they start saying, your taxes went up? What should I say? Family, I need to know. Because if I tell them I don't pay no taxes, is it going to get to the whole neighborhood? I don't want to lie to nobody. So what should I do, family? MG Smith just say, yep, they sure are. So you just have to, what should I do, Alaskan Ice? Brother Charleston, what should I do? Like they said on the movie, I'm in a bind, Nate. Now listen what I say. Just tell them to write the congressman or woman. So turn it back on them. Say, listen, I don't worry about taxes. Just write your congressman or woman about that. Okay. Oh. Now, yep, they're high. Wow. Yeah, I hear you, Thomas. And then what's the name? Charles say, H-Town, say you renting. You know, I used to tell them they stop asking me stuff. I got to be honest with you. I want to be honest because they start getting on my nerves because when I buy new vehicles or I have my house and they say, oh, you got a new vehicle. I haven't bought no new vehicles like that all the time. It's just, you got a new vehicle? What? I said, no, it's not my vehicle. I'm holding it for a man until you get out of jail. And they don't ask me no more questions then. Huh? Now, yes, it is a shame. Yes, indeed. I mean, man. Now, Betty Bob say, H-Town, you have nosy neighbors. Yes, and this has been over a time period. So I've been here 20 years, and I didn't realize it. August made 20 years. So this has been, but they nosy. As a group, they nosy. Be honest. Tell them you are busy. Walk away. You are busy. I like that one. I like that one. I like, boy, y'all women got some good responses. Once they say, talk to your congressman. Boy, y'all smooth. And y'all dudes got some say you pay rent. Oh, look at Charleston. Boy, y'all cutting up. Family, we need to hear these things. Agree with MG Smith, like what MG Smith said. Yeah, they high for sure. Yes. Family, I need to know. This has been a burden. Do you want me to be honest with you? Family, can I be straight? I'm honest with you all the time. But you want me to be straight up down the middle with you, no chaser. People be thinking they can just come up to me and talk, and I don't want to hear your business. I don't want to hear their business because I'm not about to be breaking mine down. You know, all that extra stuff. I'm just trying to trim a tree. I used to work in the yard all day. I had to wait until people gone to work and work odd hours to avoid them. I don't want to do all that. I just want to be left alone. I don't mind speaking now. Don't get me wrong. Then say, tell them it's included with your house payment. Yeah, everything was, and you so right. Now, Charleston says, H-Town, you still pay mortgage equal you rent. Go ahead. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, we all renting because I'm going to be dead. Somebody else going to be living in there. MG Smith said, yes, those property tax will run you out of town. I see neighbors leaving. Hold on now. We getting heavy here, family. Family. Okay, here we go. Family, listen to what MG Smith said here. And it's hard written down here. Y'all know it. Last night, tell them how expensive these apartments down here. They expensive. They're more than a house note. Yeah, I've seen in my little room here, it's like a 6. The little cul-de-sac, it runs in a straight line. It runs like a straight line, and then it circles around like a 6. And several of my neighbors filed bankruptcy. Others moved. I think it's only on my little 16-house strip right here. It's about 4 of us that's still here, 4 to 5 maybe. And the taxes they're a beast, because when they calculate your house payment, they don't calculate that the property tax might go up. Am I right? Come on now. Coasters say lucky, no taxes on luxury boats. No need to know. Okay, no need to know. Now, Bionic Woman say people are renting rooms for $1,000 a month. Hold on, rooms out of somebody's house? You didn't say an apartment. Hold on, Bionic Woman. Not in Texas. Alaska Night said it ain't so. What about with OM? You from Texas? Couple y'all here in Texas. Please let me know. Is it got that bad? People rent that room. When my daughter and my niece move out. When my children gone, what I do? It's hard when you got. I don't know if I can live people in my house, other than my family. Now, Alaska Night say, getting rent that is easy to pay may leave your car on blocks. Oh God, you know what's up. You better look. Y'all don't know. We in Texas. Alaska Night will let you know. You come out there, you have it on they have your car up on bricks with all your wheels gone. Now, Bionic Woman says the average 1-bedroom apartment in our area is $1,700 a month, $1,700 a month. Family. So, but some people not paying the outrageous taxes, and then so where do you go? Where can you get a reasonable place to stay? Hold on. Wait a minute, Thomas. East Texas has always been cheaper, more reasonable when you go toward that East Coast. They gotten higher too. My Lord. Say what? It has gotten worse here in East Texas, my Lord. I remember when I could get like a whole bunch of acres, 10 acres for like $20,000 down there. I bet you ain't that case now. Everywhere going up. And what is the income going up, or is it just the property taxes, the rent? How are we gonna make it if everything keep going up, family? Are we gonna be able to survive just on cost of living increase every year? Come on, fam, talk to me. Because people say, well, you need to downsize. Downsize to what? The small stuff costs money. Talk about it. Even the small houses cost $300,000-$400,000. Now, here's another one that could be a bone of contention or that can cause envy or frustration. Tollways. Do you pay tollways every month? Anybody here pay? Let me ask you this here. If you ride the tollways for free, put free. If you pay money, put how much you pay. And we're going to put toll free. And that means you ride the tollways in your area for free because you're a disabled veteran. Let us know. And you can keep answering the other question too. If you ride the tollways for free in Texas, that means you're at least 50% or higher, and you got disabled veteran plates. Now Alaskan Ice, you know they got the specialty place where you can do it for women veterans too. Specifically for y'all, they got that on there. Now, well, it won't be because of property tax, okay? Now, I'm trying to remember the context. I forgot what I asked. Alaskan Ice say, people have to rent hotel rooms when their credit is bad. I see a lot of people living in hotel rooms who ride their tollways in their area or in their state for free. Alaskan Ice say free, H-Town free. Thomas for free. OM free. Now listen to my sister. She says $50. How much is that per month? How much you pay in a month? Fam, let us know. Or you can tell me what you pay at certain places. Now, here's the problem where Sister Bionic Woman that I'm about to explain in a minute. J. Oliver say money, but only Causeway and Ferry. Okay. Bionic Woman said, because almost all the ones up there in the Houston area, they're almost everything is free, just about down here. But in Austin and Dallas, I think they almost have to pay for all of them because they're managed by different people. Look what she says here. Yes, the NTTA George Bush Turnpike costs about $1.85. So it depends on where you at. Now it's trickle down system. The guy at the bottom gets paid off. We say, oh, Kelly style, like a sailor pen. Wow. So how much that costs you monthly? How much do y'all pay monthly to ride the tolls? H-Town, that's $50 per month. You don't, and none of y'all have to hit that New Jersey Turnpike. Because that thing was $15 back in the day when I went there in like 2005. Now, Bionic Woman say, I pay an average of $10 a month. See, fam, I want to tell y'all something. By y'all being able to chat, y'all in an exclusive club. I would suggest that if you unsubscribe, which is your prerogative, understand you won't be able to chat anymore because I got it and I'm going to keep on doing it where right now it's going to be a privilege to chat. Nobody gets to come up here and cut up. So I'm going to keep it at this here. Every month, I'm going to increase it. So you're going to need this month coming up, 4 months to chat. All right? So I might have an open enrollment time where I let people in, but by then, we're going to all be established because I got to keep a long time period of foolishness out of the chat. This is going to be like the the what was that called? The reality show, The Survivor. Family. So ain't nobody else really new coming in. So people will be going out if you break the rules and you're disruptive on a continuous basis. Now, other things, if you've been here, I'm gonna give you a little leeway and you pay tribute, throw a little money on the books and apologize. But if you don't apologize and you run off and come back, I'm blocking you. You're not welcome here. But you have to do this over a continual period. Now, listen. So she said she paid about $10 a month buying a woman. Betty Bob pay $50 per month. Betty Bob say, no, that's just Maryland and DC. Wow. I avoid all tollways and ferries. What you do, ride the feeder everywhere? Let us know. Now, do you have to pay with parking? Because parking at the airport is free here. Parking at downtown, metered parking for 3 hours is free too. With these disabled veteran tags here. Now, these are some of the tollways that we have here in Houston. They've added more. Okay. Some of the Fort Bend, West Park, Hardy Toll, Grand Parkway 99, Sam Houston Toll. That's the big one going around. Come on now, fam. Oh, now let's get to the meat of the issue. We gonna get to it tonight. Now, all those benefits we talked about, now we need to know who are the haters. And you're gonna be surprised of the main haters. Some of you gonna be surprised. Okay? Almost all the haters had one thing in common that I had to block. And I don't know if it's over 5, maybe 10. I think around that, but let's just say 10. That almost every last one of them had certain characteristics in common. I want y'all, if y'all want to hint at it, you can. All right? Who are the haters? Now look and say H-Town, Betty Bob say H-Town, I'm traveling 3 hours in state of Maryland, almost into Delaware state line. Is it because the VA that far? Well, you got to go so far, sister. Who are the haters? Well, we kind of talked about them, but we want to protect ourselves from haters because you want to protect your benefits or people you get into disagreement, legal disagreements with. You still want to be able to protect your benefits. And VA compensation is one of the main benefits that people can't just touch, and that bothers them because they think they should get part of your stuff too. All right, so you got to protect it from taxes. People be pocket watching. If you have people pocket watching you, neighbors looking and asking, being nosy, they pocket watching, meaning they seeing how much money you spend on cars, what they want to know how you doing, how you got able to drive the car, why your yard like this, why you able to afford this apartment, and all this yada yada yada. Who be pocket watching? Have you ever put a pocket emoji or something something with a pocket on it, or put the word pocket, or you put PW for pocket watching? Who in here you've had people pocket watch you, whether it be neighbors or different people? But let us know. We call it counting your money down here. So you had people pocket watch you. How did you deal with it, Thomas? How you deal when people saying, well, how can you afford that car? How much that car cost? How much did that yacht cost, Coasty? Coasty, you see how I slid that in there, that little hate in there? Oh boy, H-Town is not immune. So pocket watching was people wanting to know they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. I guess in this case, the veteran Jones, they want to know how what you do, how much you pay for this, and how many rooms your house got. You're pocket watching me. Why you sweating me? All right. Who's in here been pocket watched before, or you think you have? Now another big one is marriage. Got a good deal. That's what. So that's what you tell them. Don't be telling them how much you pay for no car, because they could have the same car you got. You tell them how much you pay for yours. My cousin said they gonna say mine better than yours because I paid less than you, or mine got a better color than yours, and it's the same car. My cousin told me this in the 90s, and he was a millionaire. Now, and he was a millionaire with a heart. He looked out for my family because he all his money was locked up. Like in front, he was having one problem after another. And my grandmother, that was a cousin, let him come stay with us. And that man took care when he got back up on his feet. He took care of, make sure my grandmother and all of us were straight. But I didn't ask for nothing. I was just glad to be his cousin. You know, yeah, he bought a house out here. What, 15 years before I did. Big old house out here. Now listen, boy, y'all, we got them in here. 25 likes and 19 watching. Now listen what what they say. He said, Coach say H-Town, LOL. I'm sorry, I slipped that little hater now. I'm being slick like the trolls now. Now, J. Oliver says that restaurant rental cars, car dealerships, auto parts, drugstores, contractors, utility companies, department stores, and the employees of all of those ladies. Okay. Now, Coastal Yacht was on sale. okay. That's it. We cleaned it up. MG Smith say, they see me with my hearing aids. I tell them the battery is low. I can't hear. Sorry. You don't want to hear that gang. Now, it's a tragedy. Many of us go through it because, divorce rate is what, by 56% here in the United States. Now, when we as veterans and military members get divorced, there are other things. Military retirement, we explain that in our video on veteran benefits and divorce. But that's the video there. Go back and watch it. We broke it down and did a live stream. One of our first live streams we did on the same subject. But we have a shorter video now. And we told you what I went through with they trying to do an apportionment on me after my divorce. So you got to be real careful. People will try to get your funds because they feel entitled to them. But you earn them. Now, here's the bonus, family. I don't want you to see the bonus. I don't know what slide come up next. I got to ask you. Here's the bonus, family. Okay, I can do it. Now I'm about to break down to you. I'm peep game. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. You hear me? See, the numbers don't lie. People lie, but the numbers don't. Huh? I want you to hear what I'm saying. Now, when H-Town have done block parties, what do you think almost all of them had in common? When I block people, when I say no names, y'all don't really know many of the people I blocked, but because some of them they wasn't here and it was other things like they was off the channel, wasn't, but so many here. What do you think they had in common? Anybody know? Probably don't have no idea. I ain't get too much information, did I? Now everywhere I go, I ask for a military discount, and the employees frown and say no, even when they have an advertised discount. Wow, what state are you in, J. Oliver? Because they don't do that here too much. I've seen who asks everywhere they go for military discount. If you do, put MD M discount in the chat. M discount in the chat. If you ask every time you go places. And Jay Oliver say Louisiana. I thought that was a veteran friendly state. Now, I want you to hear this. And one thing I don't do a lot. Come on, we're gonna do this here while y'all doing that. I'm military discount. Everywhere you go, military discount. OM say military discount. I had to learn this. Thomas, military discount. And ask places that in the past didn't have military discount. Ask them anyway. Bonnie Kwame say military discount. Charleston say military discount. Yes, indeed. Don't be afraid to ask, family. Well, here's one of the common things. Now, I may have to ask you like this here. I'm gonna say this to you. One common thing they had, all of them was service connected or claimed to be service connected. Okay, what percentage do you think they were? What was it? What was the common percentage of people that I had to block? What y'all think? Put a percentage from 0 to 100%. Okay, Betty Bob say 0%. Common would be 0%. What do y'all think common percentage of people I had to block? Okay, MG Smith say 0%. J. Oliver say 100%. The common, and this is over 10 or so people. What do you think? I want y'all, this is going somewhere. And then J. Oliver say, Thomas say 0%. Okay. Now, even at retail stores like Kohl's, Shoe Rack, Nike Outlet, I didn't think about that. UGG shoes offer military discount. Yes, indeed. Bonnie Woman say 10%. And we still talking about both issues. I used to ask back when I had my Navy Reserve ID. Some did, some no. And some places you can take your DD-214 if you are that too or something that shows that you're in service. Only active duty. Oh, okay, that's what they said. Now, this is going to probably surprise some of you. Almost all the people that I've had to block, pretty much without exception, either claim to have this rating or had it. 100%. Nobody with 0% really gives me problems. Okay, I'm talking about people that have been active in the chat, been around. This has been a problem. And I kind of mentioned this to y'all, that when I was dealing out in the regular world and helping veterans with benefits, that'd be once they get them benefits, people start cutting up. That's why I tell you, thank you, Coasty, for when you got your 100%, you didn't change. Thank you, Alaskan Ice. And we want, now listen, we want all y'all to get it and tell us about it. And if you crash out because you're like, well, I got mine, I don't care about y'all no more, that's okay, but you ain't got to come in and crash out. Just go ahead and keep moving. Yeah. Now, I ain't making that up. Let me come on the full screen. I'm telling you what I know. Huh? No 0% people do it because they're trying to get their benefits. Nobody with 50% doing it. Only the know-it-all who was supposed to helping people get the 100%. And we're going to get into that. We're going to break it down how this works with this envy. So how can a person, boy, come on now. Look at what the next slide I'm about to pull up. Let me get to the slide, please. How can you be 100% permanent total and jealous of another person that's 100% permanent total? How is that possible? And this is the problem. He say, wow. Yes, indeed. Now, either what I said is the truth or it's a lie. People think because I'm nice, they think I'm a pushover, so they be thinking they can play. I be paying attention, everything. And I have to do it in a certain way that I don't disrupt my group. Now, because that had free time, the devil workshop. Yeah, because now they're like, you know what? When people struggling, everybody cool when they struggling. It was a veteran that he and I was 70%. I want you to hear me. And we were going to these meetings and we going over to the VA, getting out there. Oh man, we're gonna do this, and we looking at, and we was cool until he got his 100%. Then he turned bad like that. This happens. When I got mine, I started helping people get theirs. So what's the problem? I'm about to explain. Betty Bob say, wow. Yeah, one of the reasons, you want to know one of the reasons? They'll come in this chat and be disruptive because they got theirs now and they're trying to disrupt the people that don't have their 100% yet. They're trying to lead y'all astray two ways. With that expert troll, that know-it-all troll, he wasn't going to help everybody get their benefits. That's why he kept wanting people to go offline. I helped them, I helped this him. But he wanted certain people that he could use to help him and say, look, I helped you and H-Town didn't help you. Even though I'm the one referring them to him, I helped you. H-Town is a dirtbag. H-Town ain't no good. He don't know nothing. When I clown, you better not say nothing. I did help you with your benefits, didn't I? And just like I helped you get your benefits, I could put in some paperwork and say you don't deserve them. Or people just feel obligated because that person helped them. Well, he did do more for me than H-Town. That's how the expert troll. But with these other ones, they get their 100%. Oh, come on. I got to get what Charleston say here. First, I got to read again what Jay Oliver say, because they had free time, the devil workshop, because now they ain't struggling. Some people been struggling all their whole life. So this is the first time they ever had anything. What can I say? Certain things don't change your character. It just reveals it. So some people struggling reveals their character. Some people not struggling anymore reveals their character. They're going to show you they really are. Huh? Now listen, some vets seem entitled at 100%. So do you think some people act arrogant once they get that 100%? Huh? What channel gonna talk like this to you? What channel gonna break it down? If I ever get arrogant, y'all let me know. Don't just be coming out, you arrogant, H-Town. You better have some evidence. Better I say, wow, even Sean Ryan seemed entitled. Yeah. Like he deserving more than somebody else. What do I tell y'all? I don't care if you're a combat veteran, non-combat veterans. You may be more entitled to benefits than I am as a combat veteran if I didn't get injured. And you got injured on a ship, you got injured on a base, you got injured in a combat zone, but you was in the back somewhere. Dangerous things happen in the military. It don't matter what your rank, it don't matter what your MOS is. I don't look at that. So guess what? Some people think that they better than you because they got 100%. And they don't want y'all getting it. They probably ain't really with me. Their problem with me is I'm helping other people get their benefits. Once I help them, they don't want me helping nobody else. Well, how do you know that, H-Town? Watch how they act once they get theirs. They not acting a fool or playing around when they looking for theirs. They serious and focused. But all of a sudden, they want a clown. They talking like Sean Ryan. Entitled. Well, hey, you got yours. How I get mine? Oh, it's easy. Well, how can I get mine? Stop listening to H-Town. That's what they gonna tell you. Huh? Yeah. People jealous of me because I got my 100%. Showed them how to get their 100%. They're swept down. I didn't help them get nothing. And in some cases, maybe I didn't. But if I didn't, you ain't got to come over here clowning. Just like that veteran policy slime ball. Yeah. Act as nice as he could be until he want to show out. Because that's the envy. You understand? People that you help, they don't like. If you ever watched the movie The Godfather, Fredo didn't like that he had to work under his brother, Michael, his younger brother. That bothered him. So a lot of people feel like they're smarter than me, and they may be, but you still had to come to me for help or you wouldn't have been here. And if you could do it, go get your own channel. Well, the people would have to worship them. See, the problem with other people, they want to start their own channel and do their own thing, or they want an audience of some type, whether it's a channel, whatever. They want people worshiping them. Well, that once people get the benefits from you, they think like you. They don't need nothing from you. You got to have more to offer people. See, I got to cater to my audience. I can't cater to what I want. Yeah, I could talk about PTSD all day because that's something I'm comfortable with. But I got to talk about more things because you are the ones that dictate what the topics we cover in the thing that are interesting. Now, I kind of gauge and move along. I set this claim, this is about veteran benefits, but then after that, the door is open. Watch these haters. They got the benefits. If you got them, they want you to lose them. So they're the only one with them. Huh? Why must you always be the center of attention? Did daddy not love you? Why? They could have ate the whole, what to call it? The whole deer. They call them things, gazelles or whatever thing that they be chasing them cheetahs. They could ate the whole thing and ain't no but a scrap left, and they fighting you over the scraps with a full belly. They wouldn't have pulled at what you got. They might end up throwing up what they ate already just to get the little scraps you got because they don't want to see you with it. Some people will flirt with your husband or wife. They don't want them. They just don't want to see you with nobody. Huh? Now, if I'm lying, y'all tell me. Now, we're going to deal with this. So when they come in next time, when new people start flipping, I ain't going to be waiting around. Last time y'all noticed this, they thought I wasn't going to ever call names. I called names. Now I'm going to not just be called. Now I may not call now. I might just block them. Huh? Because this is not the place for it. We got people trying to get their benefits, going through psychological and emotional pain, physical pain. People have migraines. They don't have time for all that nonsense. Fighting you over scraps and they got a full belly. Yeah, I got my 100%, but guess what? I'm going to push the ladder to keep you from doing it. And if I do help you, you're going to have to worship me for the rest of your life. Y'all don't have to worship me for nothing. Once you get your benefits, you do what you want to do. You may choose not to come back to the channel. I just want to make sure you straight. You might have other things going on. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to come back because you got what you need and you left, or you might be busy with life because you got to play catch up now. Either way, I'm going to miss you, but when you come back, I might say, yeah, I ain't seen you in a while. I'm going to make you feel guilty. That's what I do. Yeah, they want to stop other people. You got to watch these kind of people. You coming up to where they at, and they push the ladder off. Oh, uh-huh. Yeah, they come in like chameleons. I've been showing y'all this stuff. They cool. They testimony and they telling everything. And flip as soon as they get a little change. This done happened about 8 times. Remember, the people that do the most clowning was 100% or claim to be 100%. But they didn't come in popping off. They were just nice and easygoing. They trying to get a feel for us before they turn around and show us they behind. Huh? They never fails. But you know what I like about y'all? Y'all come in here. Yeah, they chameleons. They fakes the fraud. I know it 90% of the time, or I say about 85% of the time, but I'm not one to prejudge. I say I'm gonna just let it play out. But I want to thank y'all for being consistently real. See, when I say consistently real, I don't mean that you're always doing everything right. See, what I mean about consistently real, that sometime when you disagree, you let me know you disagree. Sometime you're crashing out, you just crash out. Okay? Ain't seen love in a while. Love, welcome back here, because love is family to me. He said, well, I can say what I want. No, you can't. You will get timed out and keep it up, you get blocked. Now, he kept coming, he might be busy now, but he ain't blocked. He welcome here. I can't skirt the rules for certain people, then you have no rules. If you change the rules in the middle of the game, that's called cheating where I'm from. Huh? See, where I come from, if you owe somebody some money, you're going to pay them because they come hard, come by their money, and we ain't going to Judge Judy to get the money. We're going to get the money from you or out of your backside. Huh? That's how we say it. Now, listen. That lizard was cute. He's meant to be deceptive. How you gonna focus on the cuteness? He is cute. He is cute. Whatever the gender is. Yeah, but look, blending in. They blend in, family. Running off my. See, the reason they blend in and they talk our language is to disarm. Y'all don't have to change. Just keep being y'all. We just gonna be mindful of what's going on. Looking at Rose City D, say good evening, H-Town vet, and salute the chat. Now I think it was Rose City D. He dropped a bag on me, $100. Did it from his heart. Always look out for me. He come in because of Benny Madre. You would think he got me on like I'm his dependent. He throw money at me. He ain't here all the time, but he throw money. But some of them other ones was doing it to impress, not me, to impress y'all. Because if I didn't put it on the screen, they wouldn't have done. But most of y'all give from your heart. I'm just telling you. Sit back and peep game. I'm from the streets of Fifth Ward. I know the game when I hear it, and I'm going to listen long enough. So watch, they come in disarming, and we embrace. That's why one thing about y'all, when people come in, y'all show them love, and you're supposed to. We don't need to change or look at people side eye, but we got to keep order up in here. Huh? If I'm wrong, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, people just think I'm just because I don't say it, but no, I'm saying it. I say, hey, this the rules. They think I'm never going to enforce the rules, but I do it this way. So when it's time to get rid of them, I ain't got to argue with nobody. Because you know what everybody say then? Well, H-Town did warn them over and over. H-Town did edit his videos to cut out things they did. H-Town did say, hey, stop doing this. Everybody get back on task. I did it. Yeah, Ro is a stand-up vet. Bionic woman and blessed. A whole bunch of y'all blessed. Y'all blessed with the information y'all bring. Man, y'all, see, let me tell y'all something. We doing this thing. So I'm not going to get in my feelings behind foolishness. I'm going to be here because we family. And I might crash out every once in a while, but I'm going to get right back on what we doing. What's the name say? He say he's the sensitive preacher. Yeah, I can be sensitive. But sometimes I'm just dragging people to make an example out of them to let you know you can't come in there disrespecting our family. Thank all of you for being so incredible. Look how y'all doing it tonight. 19 people up in here. 19 people watching. Been up to 20 something and 25 likes. People, when they're able to come in, they coming in. Family, because we going to keep it real. Yeah, they want my audience, but if you got it, they wouldn't know what to do with it. Remember, envy, jealous meaning you think somebody gonna take something you got. Envy means you got something that they want. Come on now. Now listen to Rose City D says. H-Town, me and my old lady, for those that don't know, old lady in the black community, that means woman. That means, that that's me over there, that's the thing we say. That's my breezy or whatever, right? We call it old lady. H-Town, me and my old lady went and got the ID for 100% vet, waiting to get DV placed later. Why you waiting? Thanks for your videos. Salute. Now let me ask you this here. What was it when you went there, brother? Have they changed the rules? What you have to have, a birth certificate, the marriage certificate? What did you need for your old lady, for your spouse? Let us know. Has it changed? Because I want to know if there's any changes. If there is, send me an email. Let me know what the changes. If anybody in here know what they are, let us know. How to add a dependent. See here, family, what we doing, we want this circle to grow, but we want to have a core group here of my family that I know who I'm dealing with. So when y'all do have bad days, I know, okay, it's just something that's going on with them. Because the ones that I'm suspicious, people that act perfect all the time. You watch them, meaning they act like ain't nothing ever happened. They just, and they too jolly and over the top with it, and they do stuff for responses. I pay attention to that. I pay attention to people that do stuff just for responses. If a woman come around me, start twirling her hair, and she ain't been twirling it before then, I'm like, what you want? Because some people just come up and just be talking, or guys just come up, start running their mouth, man. You ain't talked to me in 4 years. Now, why are you talking to me now? Now, I let people do what they want, but you can't come up on me talking sideways because you ain't been talking to me before. You're going to have to answer that question. And a lot of times they won't answer the question. They'll run away, then come back acting like nothing happened. That's the worst thing you could ever do with me. Not address an issue that you started, that you created, a mess that you created, and you come back like ain't nothing happened. Oh, you will be dealt with. That's my pet peeve. Now, if you make a mistake, we cool. We can work things, and we do stuff behind the scenes, make it happen. Email me, or you can say, hey, I didn't mean nothing by that, and that's cool. But I can't stand people that do dirt and don't own up to their dirt. I mean that from my heart. Now listen, Rose City D says this. I needed my DD-214. This is for what is that for? This is for the ID and benefits benefits summary letter, which they call it award letter, but it says summary letter on the form. I was showing that he was a 100% permanent total. The reason you need that, because you need to make sure that they put permanent on that ID, because then you can fly on those flights, those MAC flights. 2 forms of ID. Wife needed 2 forms of ID. No marriage certificate needed because she was already in the system for years. Come on now. Talk about it. He say, they just shouted him out. I can't read it because it said it. Jay Oliver say, Rose City, I just got the premium Delta dental for me and my spouse for $40 a month. I need that information, Jay Oliver. I want to do that. Now, the whole thing is our vision is unity. And as I did this video in the past, people try to block the vision because there's just trolling all through the internet because you have people here, everybody is open access unless unless I can block you or you ain't been here for 4 months. They didn't see that coming, did they? Now, pretty much it's just going to be y'all Who's going to be the last one on the island? Will there be alliances? See, because the funny part, they don't realize they got to show themselves in the chat in writing. And people can pick up on your nonverbals by the way you chat. They don't think that. They think people can't see what they're doing or how they are. Now, communication sabotage. They try to say, well, they really can't say I didn't say something, but because I'm so upfront with things. What they say is, you shouldn't be blocking people. You shouldn't be. You should let people speak their mind. Everybody got their opinion. That's some old Negro stuff. Ain't no everybody got their opinion. There's no neutral where right and wrong is concerned. Now, on certain things we can have difference of opinion, but not when you come to the way I'm running my channel. If you don't like it, you keep it pushing. If I said something wrong, we correct it so it'll be correct for everybody. And I embrace that. Don't come in here with your shucking and jiving. Hell no, H-Town, I'm cool. Disrupt more. I couldn't. This the one that gets me the most. Disrupt, then run off. Disrupt, then run off. And then when they slide back in, block them. But they've been warned, hey, stop doing that. Stop doing it. They said, I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm 100%. Our dental is limited. Our dental is limited unless it has a specific service-connected dental condition. Okay. I'm going to have to check that out. Yes. Now, that's why I was saying they kept doing about free people kept using ruses. This started before most of y'all got here, probably started with that expert troll on getting the people offline. Then other people, two different people use that. Oh, I'm having a medical emergency right now. I'm at the doctor's. I'm right 5 minutes later. Oh, I'm at the VA. Oh, I'm about to go in the back. What? Okay, if you say so. If you say don't work that fast, and when you go to VA, they take all your items from you. Okay. Will you survive the island, family? Will I get kicked off the island? Because y'all know I almost blocked myself about 2 weeks ago. Betty Boss had to tell me not to block myself. So if right now, because the only people that can stir up confusion are the people that are here now. That's why I say this envy. People want to disrupt because they want the attention that's coming here. So anybody in here, I'm being hypersensitive, paying attention. I'll know if you're communicating offline because you ain't going to be able to help yourself. You're going to have to say something. You're going to have, because people don't like keeping secrets. They have to put out a little information and you will be blocked without even being talked to. And if other people don't like it, you can just stop coming to the channel. Who's going to be the last survivor on channel? Because we're going to have, either we all going to be equally comfortable or we all going to be equally uncomfortable. Now that's real talk. I ain't never heard H-Town talk like that, hey? Well, I shouldn't have never had to talk like this because I don't like repeating myself. When I had to repeat myself for about 4 or 5 months, yeah, I'm building up, I'm developing things, but I don't ever forget that, and I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you for doing that because I had to go back and edit video. I had to go do this here. I had to tell people stop that, and it was making me look bad with new people coming to the channel. Now I ain't got no problem with people subscribing. Now you go somewhere else with that. Now you say H-Town Island. That don't sound nice. Oh, H-Town Island with all the bad press with islands. Oh God. Oh Lord, no. Oh Lord, that's right. No, I don't have no island. No, I forget that dude. Yeah, that. Oh Lord, yeah, Epstein Island. No. Now listen, I never thought about that. Rose City says, H-Town, I am waiting till December to get my plates, as that's when they need to be done again. I just got my VSA 54 form from my doctor so I can get my disabled placard. Don't wait. Don't want symbol on plates. Yeah, I didn't want the symbol on plates because you have less letters. All right, fam. You say, plus I have to send it to Roanoke. Okay. So VSO can sign off on it. Is that Roanoke, Virginia? Now, family, let's get to it. And other people, when I do open up, now we got to watch people. The reason I handle the things the way I do, so you'll know what's going on, because some of these people are snitches, and the VA pay people to snitch. But guess what? I'm exposing them, and I got them by name. So when the VA say something to me or some of y'all, these people come disrupting. Some of them probably your VA employees. That's why I said, don't come here working for the VA, that expert working for the VA and coming trying to undermine us. Yeah, you can you imagine how that bothers a person that's not a veteran, but help people get their benefits at 100%, but they don't have no tax break, but the veteran got it. That could be kind of resenting. I'm helping you. I only get paid one time from you, but you get the tax exemption for the rest of your life. I was told that by somebody before, years ago. Yeah, I said, well, you get paid. Somebody that I know, I ain't gonna say kind of close to me. Yeah, you get paid. I forget it, they found out for a certain reason. And I say, I think because of my disabled veteran plates. Well, you get them for the rest of your life. So what that got to do with the price of tea in China? Watch them, because they'll pay them, but they got to have legitimate information. Just always be mindful. Watch people that keeping up disruption because they plan on coming in for the real whammy. Okay, they talking to each other. Okay. Now, sell out for orange chicken chain. Yeah, chicken chain, and you got to prove it. And they going to probably say, oh, we already knew that, if it's something they already know. And they just going to say they already knew it, so you snitch for nothing. And this is where you got to be real careful, because people want to get you locked up so your 100% can go down to 10%. Huh? Let me tell you something. That's why they keep sending these young females in here trying to, I make red velvet cake for you. You my personal mentor and all that. I'm not no thirsty dude. I ain't never had no problem with women, and I'm at age now. I ain't trying to deal with nothing but one woman. If we say, what if you get a call to H-Town? I say, I was framed. I ain't like Sister Cynthia said. I'm looking for one good Christian woman. That's all. Do they not do that where you are? What's that? Let us know. Oh, you talking to somebody else? Chicken chain. Yeah, the people sell their soul for a few dollars. And some of them are so bad, Jay Oliver, they'll snitch on you for free. Huh? And remember what I'm saying. These people with these permanent total ratings are helping people get 100% permanent total. They are 100% of any type. They don't want other people getting it. That's why they befriend people that's not 100%. Huh? That's why they talk to more people that's not 100%, so they can act like they helping you. In actuality, they trying to keep you from learning from me. And if they do help you, you got to sell your soul to them. You must disavow H-Town. Yeah, they're going to let you know. Huh? Okay. I'm all broken up about it. Now, verify, family. Verify. I didn't mean to put a 6 on that last slide. Verify information. If anybody tell you they know more than you and you can't verify, they get insulted if you want to verify, get away from them. So we covered tonight the legal. It took us 2 hours tonight. We interacted because we're doing it so good now, so we don't have to restrain it. But I'm gonna try to stick to the topic. Legal status. We talked about what causes people to be envious of veterans. Legal status of being a disabled veteran. We having tax-free passive income, comprehensive educational training, health care for veteran independence. These things will cause people to hate on you. State benefits exclusive to disabled veterans and veterans in general. Now, who are the haters? We said it. It was 100% disabled veterans. Some of them, some of us, not all. People claiming to be 100%. Neighbors, family, friends. It could be different people. So, family, I want to ask you, did we answer the question tonight? Yes or no? And I'll be reading Jay Oliver's statement about dental care. Do the benefits disabled veterans receive cause others to be envious? Now we want to re-answer the question. How do you feel? Put yes or no in the chat. Do you feel that the benefits we talked about, educational, healthcare, state benefits, does it cause? So y'all gonna be there. That's what we're preparing. Yes or no? Hold on. Yes or no? I ask. Answer the questions on the screen. Charleston say yes. Jay Oliver says yes. And I'm talking about a lot of people, enough. Yeah, as a group. Okay, yes, some, okay. Thomas say yes. H-Town, you answered the question and I learned a lot. Does it cause them to be? Yes. I am shocked. Yes. I started noticing it about 4 months ago, about 4 or 5 months, right before you came, right around the time you came, Betty Bob, right before you came, I had blocked some people, and I shouldn't have mixed the questions up. I'm sorry. But it's saying, did we answer the question? Yeah, and I know, I say, you know what? These people they tend to be 3 or 4 things. They tend to be either 100% disabled veteran, retired and 100% disabled veteran, Black males mostly, but there are some females. They claim to be females. And it's just real interesting. It's just real interesting. Yes, and say you don't look disabled. Yeah, they'll do that. Now, the thing is, it ain't that Black males are the problem. I'm a Black male. It's just that other people ain't going to feel comfortable. Ain't no whole bunch of people of other ethnicities going to feel comfortable coming up here talking to me crazy because it's going to look too obvious. If you don't like being around Black people, you just ain't going to show up. This ain't going to be your cup of tea. I got people that watch my videos, but they don't want to talk to me or see me. That's okay, as long as they get what they need out of the thing. Because I'm not looking for a friend, and I ain't trying to be booed up with them. So I really don't care. Say yes, you answered the question. So, what are y'all thoughts on why so many of the people that I blocked had 100% rating or claimed to be 100%? Why was that shocking to you? And what do you do for those of you that are 100% in here? Why didn't it go to your head? Why do you keep coming when you got the benefits you deserve? So why would you keep coming here? I've asked you this before. Why would you keep coming? Why you just say, you know what? You didn't have to crash out like they did, but why do you just Say, you know, I got what I needed here. I appreciate y'all, and move on. Why do y'all keep coming back? Camaraderie, some of you said, let us know. Now we at the after party, family, and we're pretty much done. We're not gonna do news tonight. Let us know. I want to see all y'all with 100%. I want to see others get 100%. I do. That's why I'm here. Because, brother, you got your benefits, and it's kind of stressful getting it. So I can understand why some of y'all have to take a break coming here, and you have other things going on. And when you're able to make it here, but y'all keep coming back. Alaska Nights keep coming back. Rose City D keep coming back. Coastal keep coming back. Huh? Even OM ain't been here in a while. He come on back. When people got time, they come back. I said Alaska Night. MG Smith keep coming back. Rose City D, of course. Thomas, hadn't seen him in a while, but he back. Jay Oliver. Charleston, he's pretty much furniture in the house. Oh, man, I ain't got time to play with you. Dennis Sitter, Bionic Woman, one of my first, my day ones. You understand? Her and Alaska Nights. They were like on they the two the people that are still here. We're some of the first people, period. Family, I'm just excited about this. This has been incredible. Anything y'all want to share, anything, we at the after party. And it's always good when I see it's just a blessing. I just missed it. I'm looking for Crimson. What Crimson alumni for? My Lord, I need Crimson. I hope I don't miss Crimson. Crimson Alumni 04. Hey, y'all. Just been a blessing. Thank you. And family, we want you to feel comfortable here. We don't want you to feel disrespected, harmed. Then I don't remember Big Time, but been here, been subscribed at least 3 months. But Big Time Adventures came through. Then early was Cynthia Morales, who always come through and show her blessing and support, dependent of a disabled veteran. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. And Big Time, thank you for being new to the channel. Family, we making this thing happen. Now let's see. See, family, I know I be barking a little bit, but I'm a Fifth Ward boy. You know what I'm saying? We don't like controversy, conflict, but you ain't gonna come play in my face. No. Yeah, I'm a waiting. I'm a slow drag here. Family, yeah. Each time, why you don't just forget about now? I don't say nothing for a long time. I'll be trying to drop hints, but people don't get it. But now they're gonna go back and get their tools together and try to redo it or get the most possible. Okay, that's right. He want to see people get 100% of the most part. MG Smith said, camaraderie. I feel I have a friend here. I feel the same way, bro. Now, Rose City D say, plus, I kind of like y'all. Oh, boy, if y'all want to hear some, go hear Rodney Dangerfield what his mom told him. She said, I don't like you like that. You all right. Oh, boy, this man was a fool. Last night say, kinship. You can always learn something new, may help someone else. Well, you've helped several people. Boy, y'all just such a blessing. I ain't gonna read it if you put the S symbol, but I'll put it up there. So y'all be recognized. Let me put where I can read it. Family, y'all are such a blessing tonight. We at 2 hours, 15 minutes. We're gonna try to keep it under 3 hours, hopefully 2.5, but we're gonna let it flow as long as y'all communicate. I feel like a lot is off my chest tonight. And I want to do it in a way that I wasn't bullying other people. But I want this to be example going forward for those who feel like they got a right to troll. No, you don't have a right to ignore the person that's hosting the program. You don't have that right. So that's what we let them know. Huh? And some of them sad, sitting, whatever, you know, just keep it moving. I got a statement on the 24th, had a VA appointment, and they canvassing vets about self-harm again. Yeah, oh boy, it must be serious. Somebody might have hurt themselves at a VA facility. And they keep canceling my appointments and rescheduling them. I don't know what that's about. Oh, y'all getting a lot of canceled appointments? I am. Hosts say the camaraderie and to help others if I can from my experience. You help a lot, brother. Y'all blessing. Man, y'all. I do it for y'all. The reason I could sit back and not say nothing, but I have to say something to keep y'all protected, man. Let y'all have a place to feel comfortable. Y'all really want to know? My goal was not to have a lot of people in the chat necessarily, just the people that care. And when it comes to subscribers, I didn't shut down the chat on the channel. I made it where you have to be here for 3 months, about to be 4 months, and might change it every month until I decide, because I don't want no foolishness in here. Now, would that affect my subscriber count? It don't look like it's affecting it, but I'm sure it could have grown more than it's growing because it's been growing real fast. But I'm more concerned about peace than I am about the numbers. Now, listen, that's real talk, Coaster. Yes, indeed. Now, listen, Jay Oliver says H-Town Road just gave me a great fact check and verified for Delta Dinner, so I will keep for my spouse and double check before I drop mine. Come on now. Verify. Now, Jay Oliver says we keep winning and wanting to help each other. Family. Now, this is the thing. We've been doing this over a year now. Family, have you noticed how many people have been getting service connected? Getting increase from 0% going higher? How many people are getting 70, 80, 100%, 100% in particular? And how many people confidence is being increased? Let me ask you this here. Does this help encourage you in your struggle with your struggle with the VA and fighting for your benefits? What role does this play? Does it encourage you? Does it give you focus? What does the channel give you when it comes to that? Talk to me, family. Now, we're at 2 hours, 18 minutes. We about to call it. We at the after party. Anything else y'all need to say? We want to hear from you. Let us know what the temperature is, where you at, and how the weather is. Let us know. Let us know. And we're going to get ready to, we're going to be calling y'all out. Let me pull it back up. Gives me focus not to be afraid. No, because we get to hear the experiences of others. So we want to thank you, Betty Boss, for joining us tonight. Let's say our final goodbyes unless y'all have other statements. Thank you, Betty Bobs. I kind of acknowledge people already. Thank you, Rose City D. Congratulations. We want to see you get that tax break, those DV tags, all that benefits when it comes to your. Congratulations on you and your wife getting your ID cards. Thank you, Jay Oliver. MG Smith, thank you. Thank y'all for the humor. Coasty, thank you so much. Brother Charleston, I just feel like we're going to have to do something. Do y'all think we need to do something on self-harm again? On people, veterans taking their own lives? Let us know. And I may need some statistics on that. What I've been having problems finding, Betty Bobs and Alaskan Ice, I've been having problems finding information about veterans who taking their own lives on VA facilities. All right. Rose City D, thank you. Thank you, Alaskan Ice. Think I said it to y'all. Let me see the other people. Thomas, thank you. God bless. Thank you for being here. I almost thank H-Town. So we want y'all to have a bionic woman. Thank you for coming in with the clarity and greeting everybody. That means so much, Deaconess. Now, if I miss you, charge it to my head, not to my heart. I want to get back up here with Dennis, Brother Dennis. Thank you so much for joining us and being interactive and supportive of what we do on a consistent basis. Thank you. OM, thank you for being here. And I'm glad if some of y'all can just come in for a while, let us know, because y'all set the tone. Let me see what we got here. Crimson Alumni folk, thank you for being here and all the wonderful information that Alaskan Ice put out tonight. Thank you so much, sister. And all the information from y'all. Thank y'all. Sister Cynthia, thank you for being here tonight. And Big Time, I think that was Big Time. Well, I know I saw it. Big Time Adventures, thank you too. Now let's go ahead closing it out. We're getting at the 2 minute mark. 2 hours and a half mark. So let's see what we got here. Y'all got any last encouraging words y'all want to say to everybody? Any last that you would encourage somebody that's fighting for their benefits right now? What would you say to them? Dealing with your struggle. You may be fully where you need to be, or you haven't got there yet. What would you tell them? Say, we keep winning and wanting to help others. That's right. So Betty Bob said, it gives me focus not to be afraid. And then Coach say, to keep fighting for what you deserve. Yes, indeed. OM say, good night to all. Yes, indeed. Betty Bob say, it is 67 degrees and clear. H-Town, thank you so much. I will research that information, but it might be hidden. Yeah, I know. I'm having trouble finding it. So just if you're able to find it, let me know. Let's see what our current count is. Oh, we just gained 3 subscribers doing this live stream, fam. Did you hear me? Huh? Holla if you hear me. We went from 209 to 212. Huh? The more you run my name down, the more my price go up. Oh, that's a Brad Paisley song. Now, let me see what the temperature is here. That's what I was about to tell you. 78 degrees, and it's not as humid here today. And it ain't raining or nothing. Thomas said, I feel I'm fortunate to be able to be a part of this family. I feel the same way, brother. Thank you so much. Now, MG Smith says 68 degrees, Cooks and clear here in Cooksville, Tennessee. Charleston says 72 degrees, clear in PA. And I want y'all to know something, that even when people are no longer able to be on the channel, I thank for the things that they did from their heart, or even if they didn't do, we thank you for contributing and to help grow the channel. We appreciate you for that. But we're not tolerating no foolishness. All right? Because I'll be false flagging if I allow people to clown here. And the new people don't clown. It's the people that's been here. That's unacceptable. And usually they're 100%. Now, Rose City D says 70% chance of rain later tonight. Hold on, I'm 100%. That include me? Rose City say Richmond, Virginia. Yes, indeed. Thomas says that it's 73 degrees here in East Texas. I hate. Then OM say Never give up. What would you tell a person that's working on their benefits? That's the never give up from MG Smith. Never give up from Alaskan Nights. But what if you've been denied 5 times? They told you there's no evidence that it's never been service connected, and you just somebody tell you, man, just leave that alone. Give up on it. Keep looking for P that you need. Okay. That evidence. Paperwork. Now listen, Rose City D say, keep up the good fight. Get your medical evidence. Don't give up. See, listen to how this will go. Thomas says, thanks OM and MG Smith and AI Alaska Nights. You know what's up. Costa said, good night, family. Come on, let's say that good night, family. And remember, we're going to miss people along the way, but I told y'all, some people start with us, but they ain't going to finish with us. Some people start with us, but they ain't going to finish with us. All I'm asking, like they did on the movie, come walk with me a little while. Can you do that? And because I don't want, when I pass away, I don't want it to be, we had to fall out and all that old stuff. I don't got time to fall out with people. I want to treat you right till the day I die. And then, because if I don't like you, you'll know it. Because I ain't going to be dealing with you at all. Yeah, but you'll know it because I'm not going to be arguing or nothing with you. Now, it's going to trip y'all out. I really don't dislike none of the people that I had to block. No. People that I dislike, that I don't care for, I'll say, I ain't say dislike. I don't care for, I don't deal with them at all. I ain't got no time to be answering no dumb questions from them. Ain't that a trip? Now, the channel has amazing people are here who will always encourage. This is Betty Bob's. Always encourage you and help you out and research to stay strong and keep fighting. So why would somebody come in disrupting the channel when that's going to harm the people trying to get help? People doubting whether they can do it, and you trying to draw attention to yourself because you got yours, but you don't want them getting theirs. That ain't right. Alaska Nights say, winners never quit and quitters never win. Come on now. She mic dropped after that. Good night. Say no more, no less. Then we have OM says, my brother was denied 3 times and he's 100% now. Come on now. Come on. Well, if you can't make it every live stream, make it as much as you can and watch it on the replay. If you watch this on the replay, put the word replay on the chat. Whoever watched the live stream on the replay, I got to put that too. Put replay in the chat before you leave. I don't know whether that, why would I be watching? My daughter says, that's weird that you watching your old video. She thought I was talking to myself. H-Town, who watched it on the replay? Rose City watched on the replay. And that's going to be the last question I ask y'all tonight. I promise. Charlton say, never give up. Don't take personal. It's business. To the VBA. Good night, family. Rose City say, okay, say, use denials as fuel. Listen to Alaska Nights. Use denials as fuel to keep going. Y'all see I'm getting my energy back. The bootleg preacher is in town. Now listen. Betty Bob say, H-Town, you have lovely week and lovely, have beautiful week. Okay. Good night. Go rest. Hold on. Did I miss? Okay. Charles Zimmer. That's it. Alaska Nights replay. Okay. Replay. So y'all watch them on the replay. And I may have some videos that I'm going to show during the week that has pre-recorded videos. Some of the ones oldest but goodies. So family, I want to say thank you here from the H-Town Vet. Y'all did say we answered the question. And family, our goal is to continue to bring y'all quality information. And we thank y'all for joining us tonight. And we had 2 hours and 30 minutes, so we need to cut it out here. That's our time limit. And we're 2 hours, 38 minutes before we get there. Say, my wife, listen what OM say, just had my wife subscribe to the channel on both accounts. Oh, we're going to make say, turn on notifications. And good night, family. Thank you.